The world in 2025 is sharply divided. On one side, NATO, a powerful Western alliance. On the other, Russia, determined to reclaim global influence. Years of tension, sanctions, and political standoffs have created a fragile peace. But this isn't the Cold War. The game changer is artificial intelligence. AI now powers the world's most advanced military technologies. Autonomous drones patrol skies, AI manages logistics, and algorithms sift through data at speeds no human can match. Both NATO and Russia have poured billions into AI, knowing the next war will be won by the side with the smartest machines. This arms race has built a new iron curtain, one of code, not concrete. The digital divide is everywhere: cyberspace, satellites, and autonomous systems on land, sea, and air. NATO's edge is collaboration. Member states share research, building interconnected AI networks. Russia uses AI to level the playing field, focusing on disruptive tech, cyber attacks, electronic warfare, and asymmetric tactics. The battlefield is now global. Financial markets, media, and the minds of civilians are all in play. Soldiers are no longer just humans, but also code, machines, and the scientists behind them. As 2025 dawns, the world holds its breath. The first shots of this new war will be fired by algorithms, not guns. The line between peace and war is blurrier than ever. The stakes, not just territory, but the very nature of conflict itself. The world is on the edge of a digital abyss. The countdown to a new kind of war has begun. The war didn't start with a declaration, but with provocations in the Baltic Sea. In early 2025, tensions flared at the Suwalki Gap, a strategic corridor between Poland and Lithuania. Russia staged aggressive military exercises, deploying swarms of autonomous drones that violated NATO airspace. These drones mapped radar, tested defenses, and gathered intelligence with chilling efficiency. NATO countered with AI-powered surveillance aircraft, analyzing data in real time. Suddenly, cyber attacks hit Estonia and Latvia. Power grids flickered, communications failed, banks froze. The attacks bore the hallmarks of Russian AI malware designed to destabilize and confuse. The breaking point? A Lithuanian patrol vessel disabled by an underwater drone, its systems dead. The device traced back to a Russian base despite Moscow's denials. NATO invoked Article 5, collective defense, but the response wasn't tanks or missiles, it was digital. NATO launched cyber operations targeting Russian command networks. AI agents disrupted logistics, corrupted data, and fed false intelligence to Russian commanders. The first battle was silent, algorithms clashing in cyberspace. The world was now at war, but the front lines were invisible. The rules had changed. War was now fought in code. Every system was a potential target. The digital battlefield was everywhere. The escalation was unstoppable. The age of high-tech war had arrived. The world would never be the same. This war moved at the speed of computation. AI was the invisible commander, strategist, soldier, and saboteur. Swarms of autonomous drones hunted targets, learning and adapting in real time. 100 drones could overwhelm air defenses, each learning from the last. Cyber warfare became relentless. Adversarial AI probed networks, crafted attacks, and stole secrets. Defensive AI responded in microseconds, neutralizing threats before humans could react. On the ground, smart weapons became intelligent. Missiles identified and destroyed targets autonomously. At sea, AI-powered submarines hunted for months, tracking enemies with precision. Military planning itself was transformed. Generals fed objectives to strategic AI, which ran millions of simulations and predicted enemy moves. Commanders had unprecedented battlefield awareness, but decisions were increasingly shaped by non-human intelligence. The ghost in the machine was now in command. War was no longer just human, it was algorithmic. The pace was relentless, the stakes higher than ever. The line between man and machine blurred. The future of warfare had arrived, and it was terrifying. Russia and NATO unleashed their AI arsenals with distinct philosophies. Russia's reflexive control used AI to manipulate, spreading deepfakes and disinformation to sow chaos. Their electronic warfare blinded NATO's sensors, while swarms of cheap expendable drones overwhelmed defenses. The Poseidon autonomous torpedo and Lancet drone swarms threatened land and sea alike. Russia's approach digital brute force, relentless and multi-domain. NATO countered with networked AI F-35 jets as flying data hubs, ghost fleets of unmanned warships, and the Aegis AI defense system. Their strength, seamless integration, real-time data sharing, and rapid threat response. But no system was impenetrable. The war became a contest of philosophies, brute force versus technological integration. Each side believed its AI would outthink the other. The battlefield was now a test bed for the future of war. Amid machines, the human cost was staggering. Soldiers felt like pawns, hunted by drones with no warning. The psychological toll was immense, being watched, targeted, and outmatched by unfeeling intelligence. Civilians suffered as cities became targets for digital disruption, power, water, and emergency services crippled by AI. Ethical lines blurred. Could AI distinguish a school from a military target? Algorithmic errors led to tragedy. Misidentified targets, accidental escalations. The speed of AI warfare left no time for human judgment. Flash wars erupted in microseconds, spiraling out of control. Humans were trapped in a conflict they couldn't understand or control. The war was designed for machines, but it was people who paid the price. As the war dragged on, victory became meaningless. Russia's early chaos gave way to a grinding stalemate. Production lines and software updates replaced quick wins. NATO's technological edge was powerful, but vulnerable to cheap, clever attacks. Both sides bled resources and morale, trapped in endless cycles of attack and counterattack. The real winner, the military tech complex, driving relentless innovation. New AI models and weapons appeared weekly, but at staggering human and economic cost. Cities were damaged, societies frayed, and a generation traumatized. Traditional victory was impossible. AI made both sides too resilient, too adaptive. The war became a perpetual high-tech stalemate. Territory mattered less than degrading the enemy's ability to function. With both sides able to regenerate, a final blow was unattainable. The result? A forever war, fought by algorithms in a digital void. The world was trapped in conflict with no end in sight. The AI war of 2025 is a stark warning. Autonomous weapons make the world dangerously unstable. One glitch could trigger catastrophe. The war proves the need for international treaties to control AI in warfare. National security now depends on digital resilience and technological literacy, not just armies. The conflict forces us to confront ethical questions. Who is responsible when AI kills? The greatest lesson: technology is a tool, but in war, it accelerates destruction and distances us from consequences. The real challenge is building a smarter peace, not smarter weapons. The ghosts in our machines must not decide humanity's fate.